Hey, Warlord. Hey, Sunshine. How have you been? What have you been up to? How about that? What have you been up to? I have more questions. We ain't spoken in a long time. What have you been up to? Inquiring minds must know. How's your daughter? I still didn't get my little tail thing. I did not. I'm great. I just got back from Vegas before that work kept me busy. Oh yeah? Well, that's exciting. Did you have fun? Then you're just like, oh, I just went to Vegas. Hey, Raymond. I mean, let's not forget about her. She is the main star. The kids are always the stars. I don't know why, but it always happens like that. So, was it business trip, personal, business turned, personal, personal, fun? 10 being the best. How good was the trip? I mean, you're just gonna say you went to Vegas and that's it? That's just where you're taking it? I went to Vegas. You ain't gonna spill no tea? Was it a secret? I know we can't tell everything on here, but I have so many questions. What would I do if I went to Vegas? That is the question. What would I do? What would I do? My mother was there not that long ago. Well, a couple years back. A couple years back. She said it was raggedy. It was dirty, nasty, raggedy. So I'm not saying all of Vegas, but what she remembers Vegas being, it's not that anymore. Nothing crazy happened outside of watching a gentleman fight with himself outside a gas station. Well, that sounds about right. That sounds pretty gosh darn normal. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What would life be without the occasional fight? Hey, Zone. How are you? How are you? Old Vegas was more fun than the new strip. That's what I'm hearing. Cause my mom was like, "What?" She was not a happy camper, like at all. She was not impressed. She was like, "Hmm." And for that to be, I don't want to say her old stomping grounds, but having had been there before, yeah, she did not get. I don't know. She was talking. That's what she was doing. And my mother is a simple country woman. So she just wasn't feeling like that because she's a simple country woman. She just said it was more homeless than anything. We hit up Lake Mead. It's really nice if you go to the secret spots and love outdoors. Yeah, she couldn't get over the fact that all the, but I try to tell her that's any city. You're used to that country life. That's any city now. She just don't get it because she's a country girl now. So she ain't realizing that a lot of things changed. So it just ain't California changed. A lot of things changed. She's just gotten acquired to that country life that she spent, continues to spend so much time in. So when you go to the country life, even if you go into the city for, a couple minutes, you're going to notice a difference. She lives where there's like miles between the houses. Houses aren't like, oh, this inner city. You know, if something goes down, you gotta walk to your neighbors and hope you make it there type deal. That lifestyle ain't for everyone. I myself, I would like it, but it is convenient to have stores around you, and you know, but not her. She's like, I don't even want neighbors. My dad used to go buy this land, and there wouldn't even be electricity nowhere in sight. I'm like, I'm not talking. Well, I'm not talking about like in the house. When you get land, there's no house on it. I'm talking about for streets, for miles. Not even. I don't even know what type of land. Boy, he was getting that out in the country land. I remember one time he's like, "Yeah, I got 2 lots. I don't want to say 3-5. I don't know why the number 3-5 is coming to my mind, but maybe." But he had 2 lots equal size right next to each other, and he was so proud of these lots. And I'm like, yeah, they're beautiful lots. You know, yeah, you got your own little water running behind them, your own little stream system and all that. But, you know, you can bring electricity in and all that, which he did bring, you know, electricity in. But, yeah, it was out there, out there. I don't know if I could go that far out. Too much movement in the cities for me nowadays, but I can do certain cities at night. I'm cool with Vegas at night. Yeah, I think at night it would be different. And see, I'm used to that country life, but I need to be able to get to something if I need it, you know. I'm a country girl, but I still need to, because you just got to think, you know, what if something happens? You know, just anything. So I want to be like off in the cut, ducked off in the cut, but still, you know, in the country, but not isolated. They like the isolated. I don't like the isolated. I got a few solar powered generators. Can't shack up. Yeah, no, that's true. That is true. I mean, I would have all that stuff too. I don't know. I became a little, I don't want to say modernized because that's a bad word. A little cityfied. I've become a little cityfied along the way. I don't want to lie to nobody. I'm a little cityfied now. Hey, JC. Yeah, I'm over here telling Warlord I'm cityfied now. Yeah. I like to consider myself a country girl, but in real life I'm cityfied. Cityfied. I went from being a country girl to a beach girl. And I don't know where it went wrong from there. Because I don't know. I've done the beach. I mean, I can't even tell you how many times I've done beach, water, pools, water resorts. And we would stay at those water resorts for like a month at a time. Go from work to the water resort. And I think I just kind of like outdid myself. Overdid it, shall I say. That was my relaxation, was the water. Since I couldn't have the country, I had the water. But I just kind of overdid that and ruined it for myself. I'm telling you, I'd be at work. I mean, I'd be driving so fast. That's all I'd be thinking about. Got to get there before they shut down the water park. Because they close it around 7, I think, 8. 7, like Sundays will be early. So you just have to hurry to get there. And then if it's raining, they shut it down. So I be driving home like, "Urgh." So this is what I do, because I had dogs. I would come home, take care of my dogs, go to the water resort, spend the night there. I'd leave my dogs with enough food, enough water. This is when I was breeding dogs. Then I go to work, go to the resort. The next day, wake up, come home, take care of the dogs, go to work, come home, take care of the dogs, run back to the water resort, stay the night there. So I was running home like 2 times a day. So it was a lot. Alrighty. It was a lot, but I liked it. I mean, who don't want to stay at a resort? And it wasn't even I want to take that back. To me, it was a highlight just to go out there. It wasn't the resort. That was nothing. It was the fact of going out there and having access to go straight to the water. That, I don't know. But then when I realized how nasty them, hey Bronx, them things would be nasty. Them water resorts are nasty. Pay attention to people's children. Happy late Mother's Day, Bronx. I think I seen you on Mother's Day. I don't know, girl. Don't tell. I don't want to tell no lie. Pay attention to people's kids and people when you go to the water parks. You got snot coming out of noses. You got full pampers. You got people peeing. You got water rushing through cracks and crevices. You ever see the sign where they say don't go in the pool if you've had diarrhea in like 24 or 48 hours? Because water goes in your BUT. And whatever's in there comes right back out. I'm telling you, I was catching things from the water park. At one point, I was going to the hospital back to back. I'm like, man, what is wrong? Man, cooties from the water? Yeah. You say the coolest things, Gigi. Yeah, listen, I was a little disgusted. But that happened, listen, not just at one. So when it happened the first time at the water park, I'm like, you got to tell them which water park you went to. Then they send somebody out there and all that stuff. But when it happened in another water park, so that's what really ruined it for me. And then I got to thinking, listen, I said, let's think what's all in this ocean. And then, they got this stuff, this bacteria that'll eat your skin. I mean, just all types of stuff. And, yeah, so it just it ruined it a little bit for me. It's bad when the water park lands you in the hospital. Well, you got to remember, even though they have them chemicals in there and stuff, you're ingesting that water. That water is going in your nose. That water is going in your mouth. You're swallowing some. You're choking, and we don't know how long it takes to kill a germ. So it's possible that something can't. It happens all the time. Go in there. A lot of people go to the water park and get sick and don't even realize that was where they're getting sick from. One time I went to the hospital like 3 times back to back in 1 week. They're like, oh, we don't know what it is, food poisoning. And then finally one of the doctors said, have you been in a water park like on the 3rd visit? I'm like, yeah, yes I have. I'm staying at one. And boy, that was it. I said, oh. So now I don't even do them no more. But then it got to the point where if I got sick, and I'm talking about I would be going to very expensive resorts. So the fact that this was even happening was, you just don't think it's gonna happen. You just, because you're sitting here, you're looking at the price of the room. You know what I'm saying? You're smelling the bleach. Well, I don't want to call it bleach. The chlorine. You're looking at how clean everything is, and you're just not realizing, that. Warlord. But Warlord, think about it. You're over there ingesting people. Okay, I'm a woman, all right? I'm going to keep it real. I'm a woman. When I go in the bathtub, you know what happens? Water goes in my cracks and crevices. And whatever's in there comes right back out in the water, okay? So when I'm in the pool and I'm going down the slides and the water's like, I mean, let's just call a thing, okay? What else? You're just in the jacuzzi. You're just in any water, period. Whatever you got in any crack or crevice is just now in the water. So I don't care if it's these cracks and crevices or fat rolls or whatever it is. It's in the water now. Yeah, and you know what? That's why I got so many swimsuits, because when I would go with my children to the resorts, I never had to wear It was fun to me to have all these different swimsuits because I'm like, I'll put this one on, come back, hang it up. Because you know, you're getting in and out the water all day long. I'm changing, put another one on, change it. Once I got them cooties, man, it didn't matter. You see, I still got the swimsuits. I just threw a whole bunch away the other day. Like good, expensive, beautiful swimsuits. And I'm like, you know what? You're never going to need them again because my favorite line, let's just call a thing a thing. Yeah, we're calling that thing a thing. I don't want nobody's chocha or butt water in my mouth, in my nose, in my eyes. Man, you see people's children throwing up. I'm traumatized. Every time I think about it, I'm traumatized. Warlord, you know it ain't right. You know it ain't right. Cool, just you just gotta really think about it. You ever hear somebody say, "I'll drink your bath water"? I ain't drinking nobody's bath water. I'm traumatized because now I know. Well, I always knew, you know what I'm saying? But nah, no. You know that? Yeah, you ain't got to tell me twice. I'm good. I'm good. I figured it out. I'm good. The doctor explained to me quite well, and he said, "But you don't know this." I'm like, "Yeah, I do know this." But that was just that confirmation that let me know that chlorine didn't kill everything. It didn't. Yeah, I ain't drinking no bath water. I used to hear guys, and they used to, I don't know if they got it off that movie or what. I'm drinking bath water, man. I ain't drinking nobody's bath water. I ain't even drinking my own bath water. I ain't drinking no newborn's bath water. I don't want nobody's bath water in my mouth. I'm good on that. Mm-mm. Just some things I'm gonna call a strong no. I ain't putting no toes in my mouth. There might have been a couple times I thought about doing some random weird stuff, and I knew right away it wasn't for me. I'm like, germs, no, ma'am, sir. You know, you always got that one person that'll take you there ready to do just about anything. I'm like, I'm good. Now, I think a man should do it to a woman, but I ain't, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good on that. No toes, no BUTTSs. I'm not doing none of that. A little thing called boundaries. Now, men, you know, men are a little bit more sturdy. You guys are meant to do them things. And, you know, I ain't mad at you if you do them. But don't expect me to be part of the team. I ain't got to do all that. I'm not saying I'm no prude or nothing, but at certain things. It's a strong no for me, okay? Listen, I know this is so off conversation. I don't know what's making me think about it, but I used to have this one boyfriend. He was one of my favorite boyfriends. And he had a big butt. Just his whole body was big. And I used to just smack his butt. I don't know why. It was just there. It was like a moment. Like you had to be there. Man, he turned around and looked at me crazy every single time. But it's not like I grabbed little, you know the little tap that makes it shake around. Yes, I did it. Several times. It's like I'd be coming in the room and I'd just be looking at it. Just be kind of looking at me. Like it was just meant to, just... I mean, just looking at me. I'm looking at it. It's looking back at me. We're just looking at each other. A bad story, but true. Don't know how we got here. I remember it like yesterday. We're going to call it a good time. I'm supposed to be dyeing my hair, y'all, but I'm not feeling it. Ping, you were the best. I loved them all the same, but I loved you a little bit more. You know that. I don't know, JC. I still ain't. Give me your suggestion. Give me a suggestion. I'm so desperate right now. I can't even. So I was just out, and I'm looking, and I'm looking, and I'm looking, and I'm like, just buy some samples. And then I'm sitting here looking. I got 12 samples. I'm like, listen, you're carried away. Like, you just have to. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know what to do. I'm stressed out. I'm ready to move forward. I want to paint a little, have some samples. I don't know. I just bought me another TV, y'all. I'm kind of mad because the TV I bought, I could only buy a 58 inch. That's all I could buy. That's all that would fit on the stand. I had one in here, and I just threw it away. I just got sick of looking at it. I'm like, I don't want no TV in here. And I just took it out to the road. It was gone within minutes. Then I'm like, well, what if I want to sit? I bought a little, I had a 40-something inch back here, and I gave that away. Then I went and bought me a 32 inch just to put on top of this dresser, and now that's too small. So, in there, the biggest I could go was 58 inches without it. 65 would have just, it would have been, the legs would have been hanging off the stand the way the TV was made that I wanted. I'm like, no, that's a danger zone. And I know that's too big to be in here. I want to do a 65, 70, but... So I just got a 58. Yeah, 12 samples. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. I'm telling you. That's why I said I need somebody to tell me, just try this, try this, try this, and I'll try it. Because you send me in the store, ain't nothing working out right. I don't know. I'm feeling the rose gold. I'm feeling white. I'm feeling pink. I'm feeling black, so I left one of the legs black. I'm feeling black. I'm feeling white with glitter. I thought about all red. I should have left it black and kind of played with it and see what I could have came up with. I just moved too fast. I don't know. Then I got diamonds. I took the diamonds off. I got to glue the diamonds back on. The diamonds are like big, heavy. I don't know. I could do this color, but like I said, only if it had glitter. That's the only way I'm going to like it is if it had glitter. So then, maybe I suggested on the one live, let me get some white glitter and paint it. But see, I know me. And that's another reason why I'm so hesitant. Something to look good. And I'm like, oh, I like that. And I'm going to run out and paint the whole thing. I'm going to have the guy go, I'm going to grab paint, go drop it off. And I'm just not going to be happy. I need to just paint one drawer. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I needed, or paint like half of a drawer. Or paint, just a color or two and just sit there and look at it. But I'm just so rushy. I just don't want to make a bad decision. Because you got to remember, you got to sand all that stuff off, and I got to pay somebody just because this is here. And I had a temporary white coat put on it. I didn't even have the other white coat put on it, so it ain't even fully covered. But all this, it has black under it. So the thing is just not to have to do too much sanding. Because this here, it's going to have to be sanded in here, Or we might take it out there. We got like this sand thing. I don't know. I told you, I just go gung-ho in the projects. That's why I'm like, no, don't rush. Think about it. Make it make sense. But I'm one of those people, if I'm going to work on a project, I want it done right away. I don't want to wait. I don't know. I'm just funny acting. But this stuff here is important to me, so I'm like, take your time. Think about it. Whatever I decide, I want to leave it like that until I take it out of here. So, I don't know. Then I thought about metallic, like metallic pink, metallic rose gold. I don't know. Very indecisive. I have no direction, no focus. None at all. Yeah, I never have no focus. So me and projects were like, because little do you know, it looks like a little simple thing that's going to turn into some full production. And nobody likes working with me on projects. So what might end up happening, this will eventually have to get sent to my buddy's house, or he'll sand it and then I'll have to paint it myself. Because he knows I'm HE double hockey sticks. He already told me. He's like, why are you bringing it here? I said, because it's getting ruined in storage. One of the dressers got messed up. He was like, well, what are we doing? I said, we're going to paint it. He said, you know what color? I said, no, not really. Do you have it narrowed down? I said, no, not really. He said, well, how soon is this going to happen? I said, I don't know. I don't have that answer. So, basically he's just storing my stuff for me. Like I took it to his house. It's inside his house in his unused bedroom. I wouldn't even let him put it in his garage. So he's not a happy camper. So a decision does have to be made. He's going to get mad and just take my stuff. Listen, when my stuff ends up in the garage, I better not say nothing. Because he's going to be like, see, you just can't bring your stuff to no one's house and just leave it there. It's going to be out in the garage getting more tore up. Alright, y'all, listen, I have to do the email thing. I shall be back. I'm so sick of these emails, y'all. But tonight's night, I'm guaranteed. What time is it? I will not be doing emails by 9 o'clock. Not today. Not past 9 o'clock. Let me go. I shall be back. I guarantee it.